Welcome Leo, it's September 2014, Dadhichi here, again with your monthly horoscope, a synopsis of what's going on in the heavens, and right now some very interesting stuff is going on as we saw last month if you happen to be tuning in. The important factor this month for you is the stationary movement of Pluto. That sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? Stationary movement. Well, actually, the stationary position of a planet is apparent. It doesn't actually happen. I want to talk about that. It's a very important focus today. It doesn't happen till later on in the month. So I'm going to precede that with a few other transits that I think are quite significant, such as the movement of Mercury into your third house of communication on the 2nd. This third sector has a lot to do with travels, communication, internet, SMS. You're going to be fairly busy there. If you've got a Facebook page, you're probably going to find yourself inundated with a lot of requests, a lot of friend requests, a lot of talking. Be careful that you don't waste time. It is a bit of a time drain, you must admit. So just balance that out against some of your other responsibilities, especially in the first week of the month. We see Venus moving into Virgo. That's the second sector of your horoscope, having to do with finance. And there we also see the Sun is currently stationed. The Sun has to do with burning a hole in your pocket. Venus can sometimes create a slightly better situation for you, particularly because it's your finance planet. But I dare say you may be spending a bit of money on your work at this time. You can earn money, but you probably find it going out just as quickly as it comes in. So there again, you need to balance yourself. You need to set up some checks and balances against that additional expenditure so you don't find yourself out of pocket at the end of the month. One of your best planets is Mars. We see that planet moving into the fire sign of Sagittarius. That's the 5th sector of your horoscope, a very powerful sector, rules your future karma, love affairs, creativity, competitions, sport. This is an excellent time for sports people if you're looking to improve your stamina, your strength, your endurance. This is a time when you can do really well and come out on top of your competitive activities. Just before that, we have the full moon on the 9th. Now, the full moon for you is the ruler of the 12th house. 12th house is a lot of hidden stuff. It's your past. It's those skeletons in the closet you prefer not to look at. Well, I'm afraid you may have to look at it, but that's not a bad thing. And that does bring us to the 23rd, which is the Pluto stationary position that I talked about. So between the 9th and the 23rd, I think you're going to start to see a lot of stuff coming to light. These are aspects related to your work, your relationships, your own personal habits even, which you're trying to clean up. If you're trying to get ahead in your life, of course, for example, we just talked about your competitive activities, your sport. If you've got a drinking habit, you're not sleeping well, your daily routine is not right, cleaning that up, of course, is going to be beneficial to this other activity. So that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. And Pluto, on the 23rd, moving into that stationary position, does have the preeminent, I guess, reputation of tearing apart everything to rebuild it. So this could be a time when you have to really let go of a lot of stuff and then start from scratch. But that in the end is going to really work well for you. The sign of Libra again is going to be posited by the Sun. That is that 3rd house. I'm seeing some journeys for you at that time. These could be work related as well because the Sun is the natural ruler of work. The Sun is not too well placed in Libra, so that could show me that you could start to feel a little bit tired. And some of the journeys that you take are not all that pleasant. It could be rather tedious, in other words. Mercury moving to your 5th house on the 28th. Your 4th sector, that's your family life. That's a bit tough because things can slow down. Saturn is still posited in that area. Some of your communications with family members can get bogged down. It's best not to drive the point too hard. You're not going to get too much satisfaction there. Wait till Mercury moves out of that position. I'll inform you of that next month. But for now, you'll probably find people aren't too responsive or receptive to what you have to say within the family circle. Venus moves to the third house on the very last day, or just near the last day of the month. Third house is also to do with negotiations. So you can really do some good work at that time. If you're in some sort of communications field, you can come together with the right sort of people, strike up a deal that's favourable to all sides of that negotiation. Look forward to your company here next month. It's a nice way to end the month with Venus in the third house. And don't forget, before seeing me next month again, go to the website astrology.com.au. We've got an even more detailed analysis for you there, and a synopsis of this in textual form if you want to refer back to what I've said. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.